Hey guys, we're here with Russ today, and he is the owner of Beer Syrup Company. So I'm pretty excited to get involved with him and get some insights, see his perspective about his process to where he is now, and just see what he has to say. So here's Russ. So again, where did you like? How did this come about? Where did you think about this?
Out of a passion for food and craft beer in general. Back in 2014, I was in the process of launching a commercial syrup line. As I was a bar manager, I was making my own syrups, and um, I had the idea, hey, why not just go ahead and start commercially bottling these syrups, because I had a couple other bartender friends who were looking for specific products, and I thought that my syrups were pretty tasty. Um, I switched gears and I started working with beer syrups, and then we launched in 2015.
Okay, awesome. And so how many guys do you have with you now?
I have just a few people who work with me, helping out with like marketing and doing some photo and video stuff here pretty soon.
Cool.
Um, but it is just me as far as day-to-day operations. I have a co-packer that manufactures my product for me, and I work closely with them. I actually have an office in their space, so
Cool.
it's not necessarily a one-man band, but
I got you.
there are a few people who absolutely come out, even work events with me. So
Awesome, man. That's cool. So he doesn't have to charge you for that space or anything. You just kind of use that, right? And just kind of get
oh
everything
no, I
rolling.
get charged.
Oh, do you? Okay, okay. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, no, it's not free, I promise.
Yeah, I got you. What's the thing going on with coronavirus and everything? Has that affected you all whatsoever, or what have you guys kind of done to adjust with it?
So, obviously, much like every company in the food and beverage industry, in mid March, everything came to a halt.
Hmm.
When you do not have bars, restaurants, coffee shops, retailers, when all of that ceases to exist, um, obviously, orders are not coming in.
For sure.
And so when you're not, you know, getting orders in, there's no need for production. Even our co-packer shut down for a while because they didn't have orders coming in, and they ship everywhere.
Yeah, I
uh,
got you.
so what I did is I just kind of reassessed where we were at. We actually had just come back from a road trip out west, where I went all the way out to Colorado, and I stopped at a lot of places. I gained a couple of new clients, and once I got back, we had a big beer festival, and then there was a coffee fest that was going to happen, and then another coffee festival, and all of those got canceled. And
Um,
so, when every client is not ordering from you, and when you don't have events to go out and sell to the public, or even travel around to procure new clients, you definitely kind of reassess where you're at. So we took the coronavirus as an opportunity to do a couple things. One is just kind of look at where the future of the company is going and what we can do to kind of set us up for success in 2021. And
gotcha.
so we're using, or we have used the time to look at doing some rebranding and some partnerships. And then outside of that, I personally, I just, as a bartender as well, and a bar manager who works traveling the country and managing at music festivals and we and different events, I don't have anything to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, I got you.
I used my time, and I also volunteered with the Lee Initiative, doing the restaurant worker relief program. So that was just my way of kind of staying busy as well as
Yeah,
just kind of staying in touch with a lot of my peers as well.
I got you.
Like I said, the coronavirus has been um, it's been extremely difficult for a lot of folks,
A hundred
and
percent.
we've been very fortunate to kind of have just positive experiences during that time, especially with all of our partners and our clients as well. We reached out to a lot of our clients just to see if they if they need anything, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
if we can do anything for them. And we've gained some stronger alliances by doing that as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, care is always closest one to the consumer wins every single time for sure. So so you do business, is it business to business typically, or is it also business to the consumer as well?
So
You do both.
we do both. Yes.
Mhm.
We do a lot of retail events. For instance, we still stay pretty active with the local market community here in Louisville. So we'll go out and we'll do small little shopping events. But then, of course, we also do every holiday show that we can. Any, industry related event, of course, like beer festivals, coffee festivals. We love participating in those.
Are you building content around that too? Like of you all and your journey and what you're doing?
So, since we've been around for about 5 years,
Mhm.
the one thing that I have never done is press record on the
I feel you.
camera.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's just out of pure, I guess, embarrassment, so to speak, and not wanting to get on camera and do it.
Okay, I
But
got you.
like I said, I've been working with a marketing team who we've been developing some content and looking to release some stuff here pretty soon
Good.
across a couple platforms. And that's really the one thing where, like I said, when we look at where a company is currently and what we're doing and how we're, pushing our product and our brand, the one thing that we have definitely lacked, which is 100% on my shoulders, is putting the much needed video content out there.
Hmm.
Whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on the website or whether it's on TikTok or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, honestly, yeah. And the thing is, like, I know that you've been doing it for 5 years, so you don't understand. I mean, it's like like I was pumped to do this just because because you're the first ever to ever like do something like this, correct? Like a beer syrup, is that what I
Yeah.
read?
So
That's incredible.
as far as like a commercialized product that is made from a fermented beer, being reduced into a non-alcoholic state and then made into a syrup, yes,
That's so
I
cool.
mean, there have been bartenders before me who have made beer syrups, and quite honestly, it is not that difficult, but it's very easy to mess up in the kitchen, so to speak. But yeah, so we are the first company to commercialize a non-alcoholic syrup from a fermented craft beer.
I see, and I read that too, to where if you overcook it, it tastes, not as good. Honestly, man, especially with business to consumer, I would even do like little short videos. Maybe it's not you, or maybe it's a friend or like a girlfriend or something like that.
Of
You
course,
just
yeah,
where she's like does one of the like drinks right there at the kitchen counter. You're talking right to the audience, and then you just kind of give them a little bit of that, and like, oh, if you guys want to try it at home, because everybody else is stuck at home too. So
yeah,
everybody, okay, if you guys want to try it, here you can buy this. You can sell it if you buy a single bottle, or I don't know how you exactly do it. I didn't look at the actual e-commerce part of it, but even just doing something like that, I feel like you can gain a little bit of attention and stuff like that. I wouldn't be. I get that you're shy in front of camera, but honestly, you're doing perfect. Like people would love to just see a face behind a brand. Like that's the thing you need to start building, right? Especially right now where you're not pushing much product. Like
yeah.
be focused on brand like hard. You know.
And it's taken me a long time to come to terms with it. Like I said,
Yeah. No, I
whether
get
it's
it.
out of being shy or being embarrassed or whatever the case is, I also attribute it to me wanting to be a perfectionist. So, for instance, if I don't feel like the video quality is good good enough to my standards, or if I screw up, or for instance, I'm just, how you're afraid of making those mistakes. But honestly, um, after working with my team that's been helping me in the back end over these last few months, it's really just kind of made a light bulb click, and you just have to get over that. You have to just say,
100%.
all
You
right,
do.
if it's not 100% perfect, if it's 90% there, fine. Just
Hmm.
put it out there.
Even if you gotta drink a few of your beers before you actually go and jump on, do it. Like just do it.
Right.
Honestly, like, do you sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt, but do you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is at all?
Yeah, I know Gary V. Well, I don't know Gary V,
You
but yes,
follow Gary Vee.
I
Yes, yes,
follow
yes.
Gary V.
Good, good.
Um,
I'm
if
glad,
I,
man. Because I
and
was about
that's
to
the other
say, like,
thing.
a big thing he says, like, everybody sucks. That's like a one thing he says.
Yeah, yeah,
100%. Everybody sucks. I suck. You
yeah,
suck. We all suck. Might as well just, but we love something and we love
yeah,
our process. We love what we're doing. So we might as well put our process, like, and that's what people really love to see too. Even if you're not going to spend money on production, I say don't. Pull that cell phone out, do you just when you're cooking up the syrup, when you're putting a show, when you're bottling it to a finished product, just like little like organic stuff. Like honestly, I think that would start clicking more. I wouldn't try to push like a hard sell, especially like I'm just talking as of right now with what you're doing with your marketing. It might be going great for you. I'm just giving like a little bit of like something I would give a client if they were talking the way you're talking.
yeah, yeah.
So
No, we we definitely are looking at those kind of like short videos. We're not looking at long drawn out content, which I have seen. I've been looking at a couple specific styles of like cooking videos and things like that from different brands that I also like and support.
like the
And just
how-to videos type thing. Is that what you're talking
well, no,
about?
just more or less like drawing inspiration from them and how they, present their products and their brand and so on and
Okay.
so forth. So, um, like I said, when working with that team, we've been able to kind of consolidate how we're going to do these videos and how we're going to present them. So that's been at least productive for me, because if it's just me and you're giving me a camera and I'm required to edit it and do everything,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
For sure,
That's
man.
why
I
I
get
have
it.
not done
I
it.
get it, man.
Yeah.
100%. And even like,
So
um, I, I get it. So what are you doing? Like, who's doing your videos? Like, are they just doing product videos and stuff like that?
yeah, so I've been working on, because everything's been in home lately.
Hmm.
I've been working on renovating a small space inside my home to be able to showcase videos,
Cool.
and obviously it makes my house look a little bit better. But
I like the Wilson back there. I saw him before you
oh
turned. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I see
yeah.
him. I love that. Go ahead. Keep going though.
Uh, but yeah, so we're gonna be doing just a little bit more renovation inside the house, and utilizing my space to really kind of make it feel more like at ease with the consumer.
I
That's
got
kind
you.
of one of the angles for doing it in home, instead of doing it in like a professional kitchen with copper clad cookware that I clearly don't own.
100%.
you know
And people will
um,
catch on to that too.
yeah,
People.
yeah,
You don't like I said. You don't need a fake sell. Like talk to them and then let your product sell.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So, there's a bar area, of course, which is actually right behind me.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
And then the kitchen, like I said, I'm doing some renovations in the kitchen to kind of to help, uh, you know, uh, kind of speed up the process of doing these videos. The kitchen wasn't necessarily ready for videos before that, so
I got you. I got you.
yeah. But yeah, no, it's yeah, yeah.
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped for you. So, like, what are you thinking with doing what you're doing? How do you see 2021 pulling out for you? Like, what's the big move there? Like, expectation wise.
So prior to all of this happening, we were set to do a lot of retail events, and we were going to do some trade shows.
Hmm.
And the trade shows um, are one of the big things for us, clearly because I'm able to connect with clients all over the United States. And we've been to trade shows as far as Portland, Oregon. Uh, you know, I mean, it certainly helps.
Yeah,
So our goal for 2021 was to actually be ready for the National Restaurant Association show, which happens in Chicago. And we are still, uh, we are keeping that as a lofty goal, only because We clearly don't know, what the regulations are going to be for
Yeah.
public events, and that's still one of our big goals is being able to get to that NRA show and be able to showcase our products to people throughout the food and beverage industry, whether they are from bars, restaurants, coffee shops, distribution companies, co-packers, whoever it is.
Yeah.
So it's a big goal for any food and beverage company. But as far as everything we've done and everything we're getting ready to do within the next few months, I really think that we're going to have a successful holiday season this year. And hopefully, as we slowly release these videos, we gain a bunch of new fans and followers. And hopefully, that helps us swing into 2021 where we're able to attend more of those shows as they open up regulations for public events. So I think we're on track to have as decent as 2020 as anyone can,
Okay.
and then next year, I know it's going to be I know it's going to be a very successful next 18 months. Let's put it that way. So.
Yeah, I believe it, man. Honestly, like I'm pumped that I looked into it and actually saw everything. I'm actually gonna buy some, like try out a little bit. I was telling my girlfriend too all about it. I was like, we got to try some of this stuff because I was pretty excited about it. Honestly, I think
Yeah, I
that's.
mean,
Go ahead.
I was going to say on our website, you'll be able to find all the local retailers that actually carry our product. So you can find whichever one is closest to you, and you'd actually be able to buy it locally instead of buying it online.
See, I love
We
that you said
are
that.
offering free shipping
I got you.
until the foreseeable future. So, yeah, yeah.
Awesome, man. And is it was it 25 or more you get free shipping? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
I thought I
Which
read
is
it.
it's not hard to do. It's a big bottle and a small bottle. You get
Cool.
to try out two different flavors.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I've done, we have had some orders locally. People from Louisville or even just across the bridge over in Jeff or New Albany who have purchased product. And instead of me paying for the shipping to send it out, and have them wait the extra 2 days or whatever the case is, I've just personally delivered boxes to people.
Hey,
And,
I
uh,
feel you. Hustle, man.
if
Get
I'm,
it.
I'm out and about anyway, running some errands, I might as well, instead of paying.
100%. Yes. I love it, man. That's
Yeah, but
cool.
yeah, there's some retailers that you can currently go purchase the product from. Uh, but yeah, if you prefer to pay online, I'm glad to deliver. So
I got you, man. Noted. Where are you from? Like, yeah, I know you're in Louisville, right? Are you?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. So I was born and raised in Louisville, and I've lived here pretty much my entire life. The only time I haven't lived here was when I went away in the military. So
Okay. What'd you do there?
when or
If you
when?
want to talk about what did you do? I don't know. What?
Oh, so I went in the Marine Corps in 2001, and I got out in 2005, and then immediately just came home and jumped right into school at U of L. Um, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Free school too, man. You gotta love that.
yeah, and I took full advantage of it. So while I was in, I got my associate in arts from Campbell University, which is a school in North Carolina. And after that, I transferred, and I was very methodical about my classes.
Hmm.
I made sure because I heard nightmares of friends who had been in college and then tried to transfer colleges, and their credits didn't transfer
Hmm.
just because of course descriptions, even though the course work was, you know, 80% the same, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
I didn't want any of my classes that I took while I was in to be voided. So, I went as far as contacting administrators at U of L to make sure that the classes that I was signing up for would transfer in.
Hmm.
And a lot of the administrators at U of L didn't want to answer those questions or work with me, but luckily I was able to find one or two people that would help.
I got you.
So yeah, so when I transferred, I think I had to wait one semester before I was officially admitted into the business school, and then I just continued on at U of L. So
Awesome. So
yeah.
I want to be just like transparent with the audience and stuff like that. What do you think helped you? Like, I'm pumped that you did it and you finished it. Your degree itself versus actually running your business. Comparing the two, where have you think you've grown the most?
Well, I will say that uh, when I was in the military, I I didn't know what I was going to do after I got out.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, I'm 23 years old. Most 23-year-olds, 25-year-olds don't know what they're going to do. I mean,
100%.
so when I transferred in, I just knew that I wanted to get a business degree because, um, you know, very generalized degree, but it's applicable, for a lot of jobs.
Yes.
And then once I got into college and I started searching out things that I enjoyed, that's when I started applying my studies to those fields. So I started with a sports administration undergraduate degree, or rather a minor, sorry.
Okay.
So I majored in business management and then I got a minor in sports administration. I did that because at the time I was looking to move out west and work in the snowboarding industry.
Cool,
Obviously,
man. Yeah.
when you're young and you snowboard all the time, what else would you want to do?
Yeah, for sure. I get it. Yeah, yeah.
But I also had a professor who encouraged me to apply for the entrepreneurship cohort program, and I was in the first ever graduating class of that program. So I was one of the first students accepted in the program, and that really helped me kind of put me on a path to where I am today.
Yeah.
Um, you
Awesome,
know,
man.
it was a lot of it was essentially 3 semesters, and you stay as a cohort program, you stay with the same teacher, same students, and it was a great experience. That taught me a lot. It gave me a ton of resources, and I still actually keep in contact with my professor. She's actually now one of the deans
Oh, there you
at
go. Yeah.
UL. um,
Good job
but
with her.
but yeah, so once I got into school, I realized that just getting a marketing degree was not going to cut it, and that's how I started out, was in marketing. But I had friends advising me against it only because the slim job opportunities, and then I looked at well, maybe a business management degree is going to be, a little bit more applicable. And so I just went with that. And then I started focusing my studies in the minor programs.
Okay.
So yeah, it was definitely helpful. I will also say that my experience in the military helped me as well, because I did a lot of public speaking. And you would think that I'd be very
Yeah, where's your
comfortable.
video? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you'd think I'd be comfortable getting on camera, but once again, the perfectionist in me, has kind of.
No, that's it. Gary's insecurities is what it is. No perfectionist. Nobody gets anything done perfect. We're just
Yeah,
insecure.
yeah, I
That's
know,
it.
I know. Yeah,
You know.
believe me, it's taken me a long time, and
When you say perfectionist, it makes you feel less bad though about
yeah, it does. It does.
it.
I kind of justify it by saying, "Oh, well, I'm a perfectionist." It's like,
Yeah.
no, you just don't want to, put
You
yourself
just don't
out
want
there.
to. You just don't want to do it.
You
I
just
get
don't.
it. I get it.
Exactly. I would much rather have like Emeril Lagasse come over to my house and yell "Bam" while he makes a cocktail.
For sure, man.
Yeah,
And one day, shit, you might. I don't know.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Or maybe we could get the guys from Broken Lizard, who did Super Troopers, to come over and make
Yeah.
a beer syrup with me.
There you go. See, we can market the hell out of that.
I'm saying,
But we gotta start with you, though. We gotta start with you, then we can jump into those guys. Gotta
yeah,
build that fan base.
yeah.
That's awesome, though, man. I'm pumped for you, man. Honestly, I'm
I
excited to see where
appreciate
you
it.
go, and I'm gonna keep following you and stuff like that. I mean, even we could do another one of these if you want to do something like that. Down the road, just to see how you're progressing. I'd like to just keep talking with you on the outside, even if not.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
awesome.
Like I said, we've got some big plans coming up. for the holiday season, and if we could revisit, before the holidays, that would be great, because there's going to be some changes, of course. Um, and yeah, I'd absolutely love to do another one.
Awesome, my man. And just real quick, one more question, man. What's some advice you would give to somebody that's either, young and starting out or doing something they hate and, they're scared to take that step?
Talk to every single person uh, that you can, and get their advice, get their experience, um, and regardless of whether or not you think it's relevant, there's a life lesson to learn from everybody. And so when I was first
For sure.
starting out, I always carried the burden of wanting to do everything myself. That way, I own the responsibility for it. If I screwed up, I screwed up. Nobody else is at fault. But you do have to make yourself vulnerable, and um, that you can't do everything alone. You do absolutely need a team of people to support you, and that's been one of the biggest things that I've learned over the last like 5 years, is just letting go of certain things, and trusting others. But when you're first starting out, you absolutely need the most advice that you can get, um, from people of all walks of life, and from different businesses. So if you're starting a business in one industry, it doesn't mean you shouldn't talk to somebody in a different industry and get their perspective. Um,
100%.
so just seek out a mentor, and uh, look for ways to learn, at every chance you can. Honestly,
I love it, my man. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the perspective you're giving people. And you're right, man. Perspective is key. So taking as much knowledge as you can from others. I love it.
yeah, it's been one of my biggest life lessons.
100%. And a lot of people still need to learn it. So maybe this will give a little edge to it as well.
Yeah,
So awesome, my man. Well, I will put all your information on the post so people can take a look at your website, see what you're about, buy some of your product, and take a look at your store and stuff like that.
awesome.
So
I appreciate it.
absolutely, my man. Well, I appreciate you. I'll be in contact, and best of luck to you.
All right, thanks,
All right,
brother.
my man. See you later.
Take care.
You too. I love Russ's perspective. I love his story. The fact that he's the first one to actually commercialize and go do something. He took that leap. Awesome. I love hearing that. I'm glad I got to connect with him. I hope some of you guys get to learn some stuff from him. And the fact that he's got his, yeah, I thought syrup, I thought pancakes, to be honest with you. So the fact that he's got his hands in every little bit is pretty cool. So check it out, buy something, and we'll see you all next time.